everybody. My name is Michael Heft. This is for the class Oral or Interpersonal Communications. And the topic is media as a co-culture and its influence on our society's body image. I'm going to first start this topic with in middle school, I actually used to own an old school Nokia, the one where you used to pull the end out or you would get no service at all, and then it was like, holy cow, I have 5 bars. And living out in the middle of nowhere, that was huge. I basically grew up in a town of maybe 50 to 60 people. So during that time, not having any sort of media was actually pretty nice. It really affected my life by not to be stressed. I never had to look at my phone every minute or two to see, oh hey, who texted me, oh hey, who's around. Basically, I would go out and do my own thing. I would go play in the sandbox. I would maybe go out in the woods with my dogs. It was fantastic. I mean, there was nothing else that was really wrong with that at all. I really loved it. I had a lot of old school alarm clocks. Now everybody just, oh hey, what time is it? I'm gonna look at my phone. No, back then you would actually have to go over and look at your alarm clock. Maybe go in the kitchen, check to see what the clock would say. Um, Funny story. My mom actually had bought me a Big Ben, probably when I was a freshman in high school, because I wouldn't wake up. I mean, I would sleep. I was just out. So she actually went and bought me one of those. It probably was about pretty big. It was Big Ben, so that would get me up instantly. Now everybody just flips out their phone and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna set it for 9 o'clock," and of course they'd get up then. This thing you'd set for 9, and it would just ring the whole neighborhood. It was that strong. So going back to about checking your phone maybe every 2 or 3 minutes, there was a recent web page I'd found that stated that researchers at California State University, Dominicus Hills, found that middle school students were asked to study for 15 minutes and could only go 2 or 3 minutes without checking Facebook or checking their phone, maybe Snapchat, Instagram. That's really sad if we think about it. I mean, that's if you think about it, back maybe like I was saying about 14 years ago when I was in middle school, nobody would do that. Even if you had a cell phone, it was one of the good old sliders, like an LG Scoop. Actually, my first phone I got in high school was an LG Scoop, so that's that. Um, I'm really firm on this whole, I don't want to call it anti cell phone or anti media as far as that goes, as far as over the internet, because I feel like we don't need it. I feel it is ruining society as we speak, because exactly what my statistic says. Person checking their phone every 2 minutes, what are you going to receive? Maybe 2 messages. If we're hardcore, our phones, Instagram, Snapchat, yeah, you're going to check that every minute and have 10 of them, which it's ruining society, because right now, as we are talking face to face, we are learning so much more about each other than, hey, how's it going? Hey, what are you doing tonight? Hey, let's do this. Or, hey, did you hear about so and so? Face to face, we can communicate so much better. We can relate our messages so much better. We can actually talk face to face. And it is, I don't want to say it's dumbing down society, but in a sense it kind of is, because if you have a question on, let's say, where did America first travel, you're going to Google it, versus going into an old school encyclopedia. You're just going to text it, okay, this is what it is. Oh, crap, by the way, so-and-so messaged me, I better message them back. No, you're going to read the message, and then you're going to handwrite it out. So that's where I stand. I know I have a very, very self centered feeling on this. Maybe it's because I was grown or brought up in a population of 70 to 80 people in a town that was incorporated. I mean, that might have had a lot to do with it, but I feel like it brought me a lot more in school. I was able to actually interact with my friends. I would simply ask them in school, "Hi, what are you doing tonight? What do you want to do?" And I would simply just go to their house and I would have a nice conversation just like I am now. So I don't think there's anything that can be done on this topic. Unfortunately, I wish there was. As society is increasing in technology, so is the laziness and the stubbornness and simply the fact that everybody just wants to communicate over a phone. Everybody's stuck on one. I walked into a waiting room to go get a checkup the other day for a cold, and every single person in the waiting room was on their phones. Granted, it's boring, but still, like, let's grab the newspaper, let's grab a magazine, let's see some stuff. Everything's on the phone, so it's actually transforming society. Um, I would say fairness. We all just gotta let it happen. I mean, this new generation of people, all these new people that are in middle school, all are being brought up on the cell phone usage versus when I mean, me being 27, I didn't have that. And I'm very, very, very glad for that because I was able to experience a much different and much greater, in my opinion, childhood. And that's just my feelings on it all. I thank you very, very much for watching. I'm sorry this is a little lengthy. I might have been rambling a little bit because this is a hot topic for me. So, again, thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.